It is quite interesting if we think about soil biology, because that's really the notion now that we are opening the soil biology as a new thing. But if we look back, people are always thinking of soil as a living thing. And if you look at the late 1800s, there's been already some foundation for soil biology. Even Charles Darwin was researching earthworms. There was this notion that we should look into a soil biology. And I think people working with soil and farmers understood it's a biological systems. But then I'm sorry to go a little bit into philosophy/economical perspective on things. We went as a civilization into this high productivity extraction philosophy where we focus on production and the highest productivity possible with Industrial Revolution and then Green Revolution. The notion became that we should just fertilize soil a lot to get as much as possible as output. So productivity and yield were in the focus. And at that early stage where the soils were still not that degraded, just adding fertilizations and producing food was a good strategy to obtain high yields to just feed growing populations. But as we learned with time, for the last 40 years, there's been an emerging trend in understanding that soil is not only the mix of chemicals and minerals, there are processes that govern it, and that the soil is being degraded over time due to our management practices that are basically extractive. People started to look into it. Farming started to be more conscious, and we started to think about how we can actually protect our soil so we can keep our production instead of losing it like it's happening now.